So, this is the second video of today, and I just really wanted to go ahead and possibly get into explaining some of the future music that I'm dropping that, as I've said before, goes into these entire spectrums of, again, who we are, where we're going, and, where I was in the past, and so on and so on. Because I do want everybody, once again, from the last video to understand, I'm not perfect, and I don't want anybody to completely, if you already have that persona of me, get it out of your head because I ain't perfect. I never was, I never will be. But I can rest assure you that I believe in every day taking those steps that we can for the advancement of all people to do what we gotta do to help each other heal through the body of Christ. That's what I 110% believe in. That absolutely nobody can take away from me. So forth and so forth. So, with that being said, I got the iPad here and I got the tablet here full of songs that I can go and explain. Because these are some songs that are coming in. I just feel like let me just go ahead and explain some of these. But with that also being said, let me just say, because there are certain parts of the past that I'm not even joking that, there's some parts of my past that I'm telling you that once I share with you, it might change your perception of how you view me now from now on. But I can rest assure you that with that being said, they will be released either through this music or they'll be released in the one-on-one, talk, conversations, interviews, whatever else it is. But I just hope that, with that being said, I hope that everybody, because I just do feel like, that when it is released, I hope that everybody can constructively take it with a grain of salt or take it with, I guess that's the phrase. Take it with a grain of salt and just use it to, again, learn, build, and grow through the body of Christ constructively, help each other heal, and let each other know that we got this and we can own this. That it ain't the end of the world, and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, I feel like, pieces and pieces of it have to be put out, at least the way I've been doing it, pieces and pieces of it have to be put out eventually for like the big, explosion, the big bang of it all. Pieces of it have to be brought out, but I'm not a fraud. Don't ever think that or call me a fraud because I'm not a fraud. I never told anybody I was perfect. I always marketed myself as a role model and a mentor because if you've known what I've been doing majority of my time at Nice, you know that that's exactly what I've been doing is I have been, out there cheering, supporting, giving people advice, and etc. I've been carrying myself in the best light for Nice and the best light for, you could say, the entire county and the best light for my brand, best light I would even say for my family and much, much more, for the most part. Some parts, like I say, of course, got misconstrued here and there. But again, don't be afraid to sit down and have a conversation with me personally about whatever it is. And I'll tell you, like, hey, this and that will come out here and there. Because like I said before, I do want to create testimonies within everything that I've gone through in the past and everything I'm going through now and everything I possibly will go through in the future. I do want to create testimonies continuously to help everybody learn, build, and grow constructively through the body of Christ to help us all heal these wounds and help us understand, where our destiny is and so forth and so forth. Get everybody to the kingdom safe and sound. All glory to his kingdom, so forth and so forth. Yeah. So, some titles that I have here are like placed in our hearts. That title has to do with placed in our hearts has to do with like God placed the love in our hearts. God placed the forgiveness. God placed the character, the ability to care in our hearts and so forth. That's what the placed in our hearts song will be about. Never Get Tired song. That is like I never get tired of preaching. I never get tired of loving God. I never get tired of sharing his word and just owning it through the best of my God for his will and abilities. But yeah, definitely. I never get tired of preaching. Never get tired of talking about Christ. Never get tired of talking about the wisdom, the testimonies. You get the point. I got plenty of songs